Well, I had to take a break yesterday. For folks that are still thinking that things may change, change is inevitable. But this news I got yesterday, I can't remember who it was. I'll have it up here. The agent that sent me. Actually, no, you know what? This is what I'm gonna do. There were actually a few agents that sent me to the same two videos, and they were of Hawk, and I think it's Hawk and Falcon. Excuse me. And I don't know whether they came up with this idea or they heard it from somewhere, but April 1st, Florida has two special elections, and those special elections have the potential to get us 2 seats in the House of Representatives. And those 2 seats would tie the Congress, 217. So at that point, any legislation that the Trump administration is trying to get through would not get through, because it would be a tie. And then they went on to say that there would be they would have to vote for something with the Speaker of the House. But they said that was that. But the important news is April 1st special election. And the reason that's why that's so important is because it's within 60 days of today. You know how I feel. Nothing's changed about the way I feel. And that guy would still be in office. And there's a lot of things that he can do, a lot of damage. And not because of legislation, because of the guy that he's got running around here like a loose cannon. And we're gonna show you guys a video to prove to you guys, not that I need any backing up or anything like that, but to prove to you guys that what I've said about the muskrat and Peter Thiel, that wasn't fantasy on my part. That's because I saw it for what it was from way back. Okay, so but the April 1st thing, 2 special elections coming up in Florida. I guess that's news. I mean, you know, we have to roll with what we roll with, and I'm not being pessimistic by a stretch of anyone's imagination. But what I want is for the whole administration to go away. That's what I want, because those people in those positions, now that bonding is confirmed. I heard. I think they pushed out Kash Patel, give him another week. That means probably it's not looking good for him. And who else did they? I think that was it. I haven't heard anything. I've been trying to stay low on it because it's burning me out. But the burnout is getting ready to be over, folks, because I'm up out of this camp. And I'm gonna prove to y'all, again, I don't need proof, but I'm gonna demonstrate. See, folks that what do they say? Lead by example. I'm gonna be an example, and I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about coming up here really soon. All right, first cup. How's everybody doing? Everybody all right? Everybody all right? Now, the biggest thing right now, truly, the April 1st thing, okay, that's good news. But the most important thing is to stop that lunatic from getting all our information. That's more important than anything else that's going on right now. Hands down. Stopping him. I'm sure all the Congress people, I'm sure they're aware about the April 1st thing. And that's cool, it's information, but we need to stop that dude. He's more dangerous right now than anybody that's being confirmed, because it's happening right now. The more damage he does, first of all, the people that he's fired, he fired another DEI fire, the commandant, woman commandant of the Coast Guard. You know how you have the top person in like the Air Force? They have the same thing for the Coast Guard. She's the admiral, commandant. They call her commandant. Kicked her out of her house. Y'all. They usually have like a period. If you get fired or get put somewhere else, they give you a certain amount of time to get get movers and everything. They kicked her out to gather up what you can and get out. This is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. And all those other folks that have been fired with these different agencies, How do you think they're feeling right now? Salud. I'll see you guys over in the studio. All right, now we're going to get right into this. I'm not even going to waste any time. I'm going to just dive right in so you guys can hear this gentleman. Well, I'll let him introduce himself. Check this out.
Hey, lovely people, and particularly a quick word to my American friends who might be tempted to believe what Donald Trump is saying about South Africa, my home country, where I happen to be right now. Him and Elon Musk are racist twats who have no fucking idea what they're talking about. Because what they're doing is taking the word of a fringe racist group called AfriForum and other disaffected whites, disgruntled by the end of apartheid, feeling hard done by, and much like the Israelis, victimizing themselves when they are not victims at all. Bitching about how, land redistribution is racist against whites. These are such ignorant provocateurs, and it's going to backfire on them. South Africans' majority, the black majority, and it's a multiracial, multi-tribal society now, only own a tiny proportion of the land versus the size of their population. And while white South Africans make up 7% of the population, more or less, they own about 70% of the decent land. And so the redistribution of land is to address past inequities, and the vast majority of South Africans agree and understand why that's happening and that it's a good thing. It's also under a very strict mechanism. Now, not everyone agrees, of course, with the mechanism, but the principle is what racists like Musk and Trump are railing against here on behalf of a bunch of assholes who equate equality with oppression, because for so many years, decades and decades of the apartheid era, they were the oppressor. And as we know, whenever the oppressor looks at something like equality, it suddenly becomes oppression of him. So fuck Elon Musk, fuck these idiots from AfriForum. You probably know nothing about them, but this is a bunch of, the equivalent of your kind of Proud Boys hanging on to some past that never actually existed. And a past in which the vast majority of people in this country were oppressed, suppressed, and treated much like, fortunately not quite as badly as the Israelis treat the Palestinians. So this whole railing against South Africa, I'm going to add one more point. South Africans, on the whole, all of us, white, black, Indian, colored, which is not a term, is a specific term for those of you who might get offended by that, a specific racial group. We are very, very resilient people. As a country, we have gone through a great deal, both in terms of the early part and then the transition from the apartheid era to genuine multicultural democracy. And whatever Trump throws at us, we can handle it, because we've been through far, far worse in our history. And my hope is that South Africans all turn around with one voice and tell Trump to fuck off with his sanctions and his fucking withdrawal of aid and his tariffs and all of this stuff, because we can live through it. What I'm not sure about is whether Americans can, because for the most part, all the stuff that Vivek Ramaswamy said recently about Americans being soft, not prepared to put in the hard graft, and all this stuff, I tell you, for the experience of most foreigners is true. Now, it's not true of every American I know. Some of them are the most hardworking, wonderful people in the world. But as a general principle, South Africans are far more resilient and able to withstand this kind of bullshit authoritarian pressure than any American population. So to my fellow South Africans, let's stick this out. Let's stick up the middle finger to Trump, and particularly to Elon Musk, because we know from his background that he left South Africa in the apartheid era and retains the racist bullshit that's motivating these people like Creel. And now that I'm in South Africa, I'm seeing their awesome and ridiculous tweets. Fuck those guys as well. They're the past. Most of us are the future, and it's a beautiful future.
There you go. I don't even have to say anything else. I just wanted you guys to see that way back, I've been talking about Peter Thiel and Elon Musk forever. Okay? And keep this in mind. Elon Musk All right. Do your own homework on this. I may come on here and make another video about what he's doing over in Europe, also all over the world. Okay. This guy wants to take over the world, and he's starting. No, he's not starting. Let me take that back, because he started in Europe. But he's trying to gut the United States of America from the inside out. And he paid for that access. Now, folks are talking about it now. Like I said, it's clear and present danger, clear and present danger that he needs to go. Okay, all this other stuff, yeah, it's bad. It's bad. All those confirmations, yep, they're all bad. But this right now is pressing. All right, I just wanted you guys to hear. It's not just us. These folks over there, they're watching. They already know. They already have a history. Not just him, Musk's father too. That's where it all started. And that answers the question that I said about USAID. There you go. All right. I'll see you guys in another video. Take care of yourselves.